Hello, it's good to see you. Welcome back to the channel. I've always been obsessed with vocal harmonies that sound a little bit off but somehow still work. If you're a fan of bands like Alice in Chains, I've taken a ton of inspiration from their work in my own music. So today I wanted to break down the weirdest vocal harmonies that I've ever written. If that's your thing, then you're in the right place. Let's waste no time and just check it out. Okay, so this song is called Home. It is off of my most recent album, Under the Willow, and it's probably my most favorite song that I've released so far. So this song doesn't actually have any harmonies going on in the verses. It's just doubled up on the main vocals, but the choruses do have some interesting stuff going on. So let's go ahead and check those out.
When I come home, you don't see it all. When you cut me off, and I'll come home, but I feel gone when you shut me down.
Okay, cool. So this song is in the B Dorian mode, which is the same notes as our B minor scale, except for the sixth scale degree is raised up a half step. So if we were to play B minor, but take our G and make it G sharp, we're now in B Dorian. So let's start out by checking out what these first backing harmonies are doing. Here our voices are playing C sharp, G sharp, and A, which is giving us an A major 7 chord without the 5. But our bass is playing E, which gives us an A major 7 over E chord. We then move to C sharp, A, C sharp. So we're taking out the 7th, which is just giving us an A major over E. But things get really interesting when we move to our next chord, which is going to be A, F sharp, and G sharp, with our lead vocal now playing D, and our bass moving to B, which is giving us B minor 13. Let's take a listen to what that sounds like. Now with the bass. Okay, so if you're feeling lost on how I actually got to B minor 13, I'm going to very briefly explain how I came to that conclusion. I'll try to make a video going more in depth on chord building sometime soon. I don't have time to go into it super in depth in this video, but I'll just go ahead and get into it. So a major chord is built off of the first, third, and fifth scale degrees of our root note's parent scale. So if we were to build a B major chord, we first have to find our B major scale. And then we pick out the first, third, and fifth notes of the scale and put a bunch of them together, and we have B major. Now, if we were to take the third note, and flatten it, that is now giving us B minor. Or if we were to just play the first, third, and fifth notes of a minor scale, so in this case, B minor or B Dorian, which is a minor mode, that is going to give us B minor. Okay, now you'll notice we already have that B, D, and F sharp are the first, third, and fifth notes of our B Dorian scale. Then we're going to have an A. So if I were to count up 7 notes on our scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that gives us A. We're now at B minor 7. Okay, so 13, how do we get to 13 if we only have 7 scale degrees? Well, if we were to just keep counting up, so 7 to 8, and just keep going up to 13, that's how we get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We now have B minor 13. But if we were to take out the 7th scale degree and just play 1, 3, 5, 13. Oh, this is no longer 13. This is a 6. Now we have B minor 6. So that's all I'm going to go over for this time. Hopefully that clears a little bit up if you're feeling a little bit lost with some of these more intricate harmonies. So there you have it. Okay, moving on to the next harmony, which is going to be on the word home. Let's check it out. Okay, so here we have F sharp, D, F sharp, with B in the bass, B, D, F sharp. Oh, that's just B minor. Okay, B minor. Then our higher octave F sharp moves down to D, and our D moves to C sharp. And if we have B in the bass, that is giving us B minor add 9. Such a beautiful and haunting chord. Just B minor to B minor add 9. So you might be asking yourself, why isn't this just B minor 9? Why is it add 9? Well, it is B minor add 9 because we don't have the 7th scale degree in there. If we were to throw in the 7th scale degree, 1, 3, 7, 9, now we have a B minor 9. But we have to add in the 7th in order for it to become that. If we take it out, B minor add 9. Now, because we are voicing this add 9 chord with our C sharp and our D right next to each other, so these are two notes are a half step apart, which is giving us that super dissonant shoegaze type sound. So if we were to voice this differently, it wouldn't give the same effect because we need those two notes right next to each other in order to give us that super dissonant, unsettled feeling. So for instance, I could move the C sharp up an octave, and that would still be a B minor add 9 chord. But it doesn't give the same effect as those two notes being right next to each other. Cool. Okay, let's check out the next song. This song is called Here I Stand. It's off of my first album, and it likely takes the cake for the weirdest harmony that I've ever written. I knew when I went to go write this song that I wanted to take a crack at writing a 4-part harmony, but I had never done that before. So what I did was I wrote a bass line, and then I wrote a guitar instrumental to go along with it. Then I just translated each guitar string into a voice, and it definitely gave a very interesting effect having an instrumental piece translated into a vocal harmony. So let's take a listen to what that sounds like. Okay, we've got a lot to unpack here. So we are in the key of C sharp minor. And our bass note is starting on that C sharp. Then our voices are playing E, G sharp, D sharp, and B, giving us C sharp minor 9, which is a very beautiful chord. But then we are resolving to C sharp, E, A sharp, B, which is giving us a C sharp minor 13. Now again, why is this a minor 13 chord? Well, because B is the 7th scale degree in C sharp minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? And if we have a 6 along with the 7, we consider it a 13 chord. C sharp minor 13. Take out the 7, C sharp minor 6. Now, I said this is in C sharp minor, but A sharp doesn't actually fit inside the key of C sharp minor. A does. And our bass is playing C sharp to A. And when it lands on A, it's a very important moment. So I like to think of it like we are just borrowing from the key of C sharp Dorian, right? Because Dorian is the same as the minor mode, except for the 6th scale degree is raised up a half step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're borrowing from C sharp Dorian before resolving to A sharp major 7 sharp 11, which is the same as our first chord, except for the bass moves to A and we take out the note B. Let's take a listen all together. Now we do have a passing chord before that as well, which is F sharp over C sharp. So we add in that passing chord and this is what we get. This sequence then repeats once more before resolving to B major 7 suspended with B, E, A sharp, B. Then at the end of the melody, our bass moves to F sharp, and our top B note moves to D sharp, which is giving us an F sharp 13 chord. And then these two voices, the middle two, move down 1 fret, and our A sharp moves to B, which is giving us an F sharp 6-11 chord. This song was definitely a big experiment for me. I knew that I wanted to try and push my boundaries with writing harmonies, which is why I specifically sat down to write it with the intention of making a 4-part harmony for the first time. And it definitely taught me a lot about voice leading and writing harmonies. Okay, so if I were to summarize what my harmonic instincts are, I would say that I lean heavily on sharp 11 chords, 13th chords, add 9 chords, and I like to voice my chords in a way that gives us a minor second or major second interval played right next to each other. If you learned something from this video, or you just like weird harmonies and unorthodox songwriting, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe for more music-related content. And if you liked any of the music you heard in this video, you can find all of my music on streaming services. I'll leave the link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!